Okay, this is a short video reflecting on my website that I've got here, SharonCurlowPhotography.com, and I designed this website in Squarespace. It's really easy to use, and I can just add additional pages at any time that I want to, but I want to show you just basically how I've built it up and how it works. So on this first initial page we have here all my projects so far. I have more to add to it, but for now it's just the most recent projects that I've been doing. So that's included in the work here. And if we go on to the blog page, it gives you the ability to put on a bit about your various projects, a bit of an explanation, details here about the specifics in my film size that I used here, and the title. This was for a book that I did regarding space and how people feel in particular spaces, and it was a double exposure image set that I did at Beachy Head. It was a reflection on mental health issues and how basically people relate to the landscape and relate to places. So a little bit of a blog there, which I'm going to keep updated. Now on here you'll have about. Now this is about me, and it just tells you really, it's a synopsis, a quick synopsis on me, what I believe, how I'm intending to use my images, and how in various ways I'll be able to do that. It's just my message to you really. So if we go back onto work, what I've got here at the moment is these are all my different styles and the genres that I'm really interested in. We've got fashion, socio-economic projects, community projects, projects within the community, but also things that affect us all as individuals, even if we don't really know that they're affecting us at the time. Reportage here, I did a documentary on the Calais situation. Now this was done a year ago, and it changed from when I spent a weekend here from just under 2,000 people actually. Now in the current climate it's gone up to 6,000, so this is a growing concern, and an area that's 21 miles just away from us, so that's really important. I like documenting occasions. I've got a couple of weddings in here, 100th birthday party, but this also is almost always documentary style, my style. So I wouldn't class myself as a wedding photographer, but if say somebody that I know wants wedding photographs, and they take into consideration my style of wedding photography, then they like it, then I can do that for them. Now these are some of my personal projects. I love the coastline, finding various objects, scenes, viewpoints along the coast. Here's another little project that I did regarding the pillboxes, which is part of the North Atlantic Wall on the Brittany coast. Local documentary here that I did a newspaper on. Another book that I made. I love making books. Now this was another documentary style book regarding double images here that I really like to do within the local environment. This was part of the Peak District, and the vibe that you pick up on when you're walking around areas and why these places make you feel like this. But for today, my university project. Now this is a landscape still life project that I've been doing, and it's regarding the objects, man-made, natural rubbish that we find along our walks, how this affects our views, how this affects the environment along the way, and what would it be if we only saw loads and loads of rubbish everywhere. So if we just click onto here, this will tell you a little bit about the project that I'm doing. This is an ongoing project that's part of my university course, which isn't finished, but it's just in the middle of it. And it's regarding documenting these objects that I've found along the way, how these found items will obscure the viewpoint of the natural landscape, So basically I've taken images of the natural landscape images, and then I've taken, I've picked up the objects that I've found along the way, and I've added these to images. So I've taken still life images of these landscape photographs, and then I've combined the two to obscure the viewpoint. If we keep finding these objects, we'll soon have no viewpoint. All we will see is rubbish. Lost items, found items. So these are some of the still life, the objects that I found along the way in their positions. The details of the bottles. And that brings us back to the rest of my pages. So reportage. This was my Calais documentation. This is a memory that I'll really remember the whole of my life. These guys had nothing, and they invited us into their house and their home and made us tea. We talked about why they went to Calais, what were they running from, where were they going, why were they going, their dreams and their hopes for their future. It was truly a heartfelt mission that we went on. I think until you go here, you don't realise that this is 21 miles from England. These people have lives. These people are human beings. They may be there